Sorry, guys.
Meeting's being recorded, yay. Okay. Charles, do you have a function?
The timer.
Yeah, he's
The timer. Okay, let's change all our, let's see, I don't have a function. I'll change. Jesse, do you have a function?
I don't think I do.
You want to be watcher?
Sure.
Okay.
Jesse, you're a joke master.
Oh,
Joke
shoot.
master
God.
and watcher.
I don't think I have a joke. Sorry.
That's fine. Oh, she could be watcher. Unless you think of something at the end. You never know. Okay, hey, it's that time. Ding, 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 ding. We're gonna start our meeting. Happy Friday, everybody. I know it's been, oh gosh, it's been kind of a crazy week, right? So, hi, Myra. So with all the tumultuous things this week, I am so happy to see you guys. I just want some sense of warmth and community and positivity. And so I'm just really happy to see all of you guys.
Yay.
And with that, I would like to pass it on to our Toastmaster today, our fabulous Pat Harley. Let's welcome Pat.
Woohoo.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm not muted. Welcome everyone. All of us have been through a lot these last few months with the pandemic, the election, the economy, some of the social justice things. I think all of us has shown a lot of grit and determination. So my theme I thought would be determination. The word determination is a noun. It means the act of coming to a decision or fixing or settling a purpose. Ascertainment as after observation or investigation. Determination of a ship's latitude. The decision or settlement arrived. The quality of being resolute, firmness of purpose. So by extension, the term self-determination has come to mean the free choice of one's own acts without external compulsion. It made me think of self-determination. I always thought of like the American Revolution. It was seen as the first assertion of the right of national and democratic self-determination. I believe in these difficult times, like many people are adjusting their sails to the economy, adjusting their careers, their lives to deal with everything. We are showing determination and resolve to take care of ourselves and our community. So we all have the choice how to spend our time, whether it's going to the gym or writing a speech. Right on for Angeles for doing that. Or just baking a cake or doing something at home. So in these tough times, I hope we can find the determination and compassion to take time for your mental, physical, emotional health. So good luck with that. And with that, I will turn it over to our thank you for everyone showing up for your roles. We have our table topics will be Devin, and the word of the day is specialty. And now I will introduce our first speaker, first and only speaker, Angelis. On her speech is titled Happiness. I believe it's her second speech, and it's from the Pathways. The objective is research and plan a speech. I'm not sure which pathway she's in, but it'll be a 5 to 7 minute speech. It'll be Happiness by Angelis. This is Angelis with Happiness.
Thank you, Pat. I hope you guys can hear me. Anyways, fellow Toastmasters, most of us are in a very anxious time. especially with the election and waiting on who the people will think will make us happy for these next 4 years. And I mean, happiness, that's what we all want, right? Happiness. What is happiness? Happiness. What makes us happy? And happiness. Do we really need it? In this speech, I hope to answer all those questions and give you some insight on this topic. Firstly, what is happiness? According to Edward Diener from the University of Utah, subjective well-being is the scientific term of happiness. What he means by this is if you are all satisfied with life and have positive feelings or low negative feelings, that means you are happy. Being satisfied with life may mean you think your life is great, and the cause could be because you are achieving your goals. With that said, do you think you are being satisfied with life? Secondly, having positive feelings may mean you just enjoy life, and the cause of that means because you have an extroverted personality. Having an extroverted personality could help everyone make new friendships and communicate better with people in order to be happy. Lastly, low negative feelings may mean you have a few chronic worries because you have a positive outlook in life. So, with that being said, that means if you are that type of person, that means you don't worry about anything and you just live by life one day at a time. My next point is what truly makes us happy. While I was doing my research, I noticed that the United States of America is obsessed with being happy and and following the pursuit of happiness. Social media, relationships, and achievements are just some things that makes us happy here. Usually social media users think that if they have more followers, likes, that will make them happy. But according to a study from Lancaster University, social media can have you comparing yourself to other people's lives and achievements. And that could really spoil your mood or self-esteem. So when you use social media, be mindful of the outcomes. Relationships are a key thing needed in order to be happy. Relationships can be many things, from a friendship to a marriage or even part of a club or community. According to Time magazine, Republicans are slightly happier than Democrats, 85% to 70 compared to 79%. This is because Republicans are more satisfied with their marriages. However, in this study, they reported that 4% of the Republicans surveyed engaged in affairs. And like I said, any kind of relationship can make you happy. Most people in the United States believe that by completing certain type of achievements will make you happy. According to Vox.com, self-help books, yoga classes, and even meditation can be used in order to help achieve certain goals like running a marathon, opening up a business, or even achieving a smaller goal. Like like a goat yoga. Sorry. Lastly, do we really need happiness? According to life coach expert, happiness is vital to our own goals in life. By being happy, we have the potential to help others by just being ourselves. When you are in an environment with others that make you happy, it has a domino effect. For example, when you come to Toastmasters and you hear someone's speech or hear someone's joke, it automatically makes you happy, right? In conclusion, I hope I have given you some insight on the topic of happiness. And I would like to know, what is happiness to you? Or happiness? What makes you happy? And happiness, could you live without it? I hope to hear your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelus. That was a great speech. Very interesting descriptions and insights. We'll now take a minute to fill out our evaluations of Angela's speech. To get my timer. About 30 more seconds. About 15 seconds. All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks. Very interesting topic. I always thought, I tried to define happiness before, and then I found a good explanation was, instead of calling it happiness, call it inner peace. It's like, am I happy, or do I have inner peace? It's I don't know, it just works for me. I guess they'd have to change it to from happy hour to inner peace hour. Not as catchy. But okay, so now since I will introduce our general evaluator. Oh, could I get a timer report? Charles, please.
5 minutes and 40 seconds.
All right, thanks. Guess I'll introduce our general evaluator, which is Stace. Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't write it on my agenda. Our evaluator is Megan. Megan. Well, everybody welcome Megan, please.
You're muted, Megan.
Megan's going to introduce the evaluator.
Megan, unmute yourself.
Stacy. It's okay, Megan. Well, I can introduce. I think you just click right up in the top right corner of your screen.
Or hold the space bar down.
Oh yeah, you can hold the space bar.
You can do that too.
We still can't hear you, Megan.
Unmute your.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay. And that was a wonderful speech, Angelus. I mean, and that was great input, Pat, about the finding the new peace, and that would be a happiness, and we need to find a inner peace hour.
Megan,
Yeah.
Megan, you're supposed to introduce the evaluator. You're the general evaluator.
Oh,
So
I
you're
thought-
supposed to introduce Stacy. Introduce
Right.
Stacy.
I'm sorry, Deanna. All right.
Don't worry about it.
All right. And our first evaluator is Stacy. She will evaluate happiness.
Thank you, Megan. I love the speech on happiness because I think we need more of it these days. I love that you asked the question in the beginning of, do we really need happiness? And I would say that's a giant yes. And then you defined it as to being satisfied with life. And, you know, a lot of people need to ask themselves, are you satisfied with life? And do you think you're satisfied, and why? So what I loved was you talked about the pursuit of happiness. You compared the Democrats and the Republicans. That's so timely. And I thought that was great. And I thought you said 4% Republicans engaged in affairs, or maybe it was 4% of people. Was it Republicans? Okay. Thought that was an interesting factoid. And you had a smile on your face the whole time you were presenting. So we love watching you speak because you smile a lot. I heard suggestions on how to get happy if you're not happy, and things you could do. So you did list a few things you could do. If there was anything I would like to suggest, I would say that maybe you have a special situation, but being outside causes a little wind noise on your microphone. So it's a little, so you hear a little, you know, noise with that. And I'm not sure why your camera is down so low, but I would suggest putting your camera up at a higher level or putting on a tripod or a stand or something so that it's more eye level with you. But basically, it was a great speech. It was fun. And you had a great conclusion as well. So you had good construction of your speech. I forgot the word. Anyway, great speech. Thank you, Angelus.
Thank you, Stacy. Now,
Yeah, Wednesday is our Veterans Day. So we
I'll,
have Wednesday off next week, guys.
kind of had some miscommunication with the joke master. I think I'll insert a little joke. Or first of all, was the timer? Can I get a timer report on the evaluator?
I had her at a little 2 minutes.
Ooh, thank you. Right. I just looked up a joke, so here goes. As a senior citizen drove down the motorway, his car phone rang. Answering, he heard his wife's voice urgently warning him, "Vernon, I just heard on the news that there's a car going the wrong way on I-5. Please be careful." He said, "Hell, it's not just one car. It's hundreds of them."
That's good.
Pretty good.
Hold on. So now we will, a little early, but we will move on to our table topics, if that's okay. And we'll now introduce our table topics master, Devin. And she will be doing the word of the day is specialty. Now, welcome, Devin.
Thanks, Pat. We do have a lot of time today, so hopefully that means we'll get through a lot of participants. So a couple weeks ago, we were chatting after one of the meetings, and we were talking about how we actually don't know what a lot of each other do for work. And I started thinking about that, and I think we have a really unique networking opportunity being in a club like this, especially since we can't do traditional business networking anymore. So I thought for table topics today, we'd spend a little time talking about what we do for work and if there's anything that we can do to support each other's businesses or goals, or if you're looking for work, what you're looking for so that we can keep our ears out, because if you're looking for work, you probably know it's all about who you know in those kind of situations. So this is going to be pretty free form in how you want to introduce what you do, but here's some things that you could mention. So one, what you do, what you love about what you do. Is there anything that we can do to support you? So are you looking for referrals? Are you looking for reviews for a product you're selling? Anything like that. The word of the day is specialty. So the definition for that is a pursuit, area of study, or skill to which someone has devoted much time and effort and in which they are an expert. So if you try to work that into your answer, I'll give you an example. I'll use mine as an example to kind of give you an idea how you could frame it. So, hello, my name is Devin DeVries. I'm the Vice President of Production and Promotion for Indie Books International. We work with consultants and small business owners who want to attract high-paying clients by marketing with a book and a speech. In addition to that, my specialty is online marketing and e-commerce. So I help authors and speakers create one-page websites so that they can establish their credibility and have a place for people to look them up online. I've recently put that expertise into practice, developing a new line of premium bottled cocktails called IRS Cocktails, which I'm responsible for that whole website and the marketing strategy. So what I'm looking for is if you know anybody who's interested in writing a book or publishing a book, we're happy to share information on that. Or if you know anybody who does client gifts and is looking for something that they'd want to share, we're happy to give samples of the cocktails and see if that would be a good fit for them. So there you go. Green card for Charles. Thank you, Charles. So that's kind of an example. So to kick us off, let's have our president, Deanna, tell us what she does.
Thank you, Devin. I've been in this industry for almost 20 years. And what I do is I sell engineering software. My specialty, actually the company sells CAD software and engineering analysis software. But my specialty now is engineering analysis software. And what that is anything that is designed, whether it's a medical product, whether it's a car, an airplane, anything, you're using our engineering software to determine where something's going to break, where is it going to fail, how long is it going to last, where are its weak points. And our analysis is typically used for medium-sized companies, could be a startup too, but it's normally a medium-sized company that can purchase our software. So if you know of anybody who is in the high-tech field, any engineers, designers, inventors, then I'd be more than happy to help them look at solutions to making their product more efficient and to make it more flawless. Thanks.
Thank you. It's very interesting. All right, let's hear from Jessie. What do you do?
Hi. The thing I love the most and what I love to do is work with kids and also parents. And I like to teach parents how to engage in conversations with their kids, even better than what they've already been doing. And that they're able to find out the secrets and hidden desires and dreams of their children, and also be able to teach their kids independence, self-reliance, and more certainty. And of course, all these things lead to being better leaders in their lives. And in this way, parents are able to give their kids more independence than maybe what they've ever had before. And at the same time, feel a renewed sense of tenderness and openness and connection with their kids. And then as a bonus, I love to teach the kids how to deal with things like bullying and emotional turmoil that they may be going through, and how to get back to a sense of being centered so that they can learn their greatness. So this is my specialty. And I just love dealing with both kids and adults in any way like this and having any kind of classes. So if you know of anything like that, please let me know any opportunities for speaking. Thank you.
I love that. That's so important these days, especially the bullying with all the online bullying that's happening. All right, let's see. Myra, what do you do, or what is your dream job once you're done with school? Because I think you're still in school.
No, actually, and I feel bad because I just did my presentation, my icebreaker, and I did talk a little bit about my work. And so sorry if this is repetitive, but I currently work for a nonprofit organization, my specialty is in HT, which is human trafficking. So it's anti-human trafficking. We don't traffic people. We we work with law enforcement and go out with them, and they catch the bad guys. We take care of the victims. What I love about my work is that I get to assist people in probably one of the lowest points in their lives and help them rebuild. If you know of anyone, or if you suspect anyone, please get with me, and we can talk about any red flags or any identifiers as to how to identify somebody who may be a potential victim and get them connected to services. So thank you.
Myra, can we ask what the name of the nonprofit is?
Yes, I work for North County Lifeline, and the program name is Project Life. So
Great.
Life being living in freedom of exploitation.
Awesome. That's very important work you do. That's amazing. All right, let's see. Paul, what do you do?
I wish I had a specialty like Myra. My job's not that important. My dad always asks me what I do for a living, and I tell him, and he still doesn't understand. He's like, I still don't get it. So I do services marketing. That's my specialty. If you think about most of the things that we think about, like this vitamin water right here, that's a product. Tide detergent, that's a product. Most of us understand what product marketing is, things that actually are like a physical good that needs to be sold. But what about intangible things like a service, like tax service, for example, or the implementation service of a technology or software like Deanna is talking about? That's my specialty, is to make those services come to life for customers so that they understand what we can do. I work for a large consulting company, what we can do and the value that we can bring, that we can implement it faster, better, cheaper than someone else. So that's my specialty, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank you. Lucille, will you share what you do?
Thank you for that question, Devin. I've been around the block a few times, so I have evolved. But currently what I do now is I am a fiduciary investment advisor and private wealth manager. And I love what I do because I protect my clients' goals and making sure that they improve their finances. I have two specialty because I have a background, not background, but I have a degree in medical science. So that I'm able to help my clients when they're trying to prepare for something down the road as far as health. And I also have a specialty in investment. And so I'm able to help clients put the portfolio together. It's often a little bit hard to determine what I do because I have quite a bit of knowledge in diverse things. So I cover investment planning, investment management, estate planning, as well as business. I don't know, just like Paul, sometimes people don't know what I do. And if I ask you guys, what do you think I do? If I have not told you this, you're probably like, I'm not sure what I do. So, but that's my two specialty in science and medicine, as well as investment. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucille. All right, let's see. Up next, Charles. We have heard a little bit of what you do, but I'd love to hear maybe what you love about what you do.
Thank you. My specialty is in civil military relations. And like Paul and like Lucille, it is not really made for an elevator speech. It is very dynamic, it changes all the time. And in the end, it's really about solving complex problems. I think that's one of the toughest things about the world that we're in now is knowledge workers are and problem solvers are part of a very broad classification. What I love about my job is that I do work at the nexus of national security and conservation. So what I focus on is making sure that Marines, airmen, soldiers can do their national security mission while at the same time conserving the critters, the habitat, and then also proposing sustainable solutions. I believe it's a win times infinity.
Nice. That sounds very interesting. All right, Angel, I know you said you're working. Would you be able to share a little bit of what you do with us?
Certainly, I would love to. Thank you so much for that question, Devin. Yay. It's a good question for me. Because of COVID, I'm changing my specialty. And I'm doing no more models with teams and hair and makeup and magazine subscriptions or teaching big groups of people because of COVID. So now my specialty is going to be families. And I've spent most of the year learning about how best to deal with families and organize family stuff. Actually, I've got one of the pictures I'm working on right now. I can probably show you. Oh, it's already there. I just have to undo this. So yeah, my specialty now is going to be people. And here's some people I shot last weekend. There are 6 of them, which made it kind of difficult. The little guy didn't want to look at me and he'd been told to behave himself. So that was a bit difficult to make him happy and smile after he'd been terrified. And they didn't speak English, they spoke Spanish. But I'm dealing with all families now, business owners, people in business. And Paul, I just found a bunch of great pictures of you that I don't even know if you ever got. I took screenshots of them, so they're just tiny little ones, but I can send them to you if you like. And so I'm focusing on that because I don't have to go in and touch them. I can stay safe distance away. They can organize themselves. And it's quite challenging. Last weekend, I had 6 young boys, and today I've got 4. And they're teenagers, and I'm not used to teenage boys. So it's a big change in specialty, but I really enjoy it. And I'm dropping the name, Expression Unlimited Photography. I'm sorry, guys. From now on, I'll be angelbrit.com. So you can find me there. And I need reviews and I need work. I need to get busy because I've been preparing for ages and now I need to get on with shooting it. And if you pay, there's all kinds of nice things you can use to show a whole gallery online and all the products that you might want to buy. Boom, boom, they just come up in front of you. There's all this new stuff. So it's pretty exciting stuff. Thank you.
So what is your company called now?
Angelbrit.com.
Oh, all right.
Google doesn't want to recognize me because I'm already Expression Unlimited. But, you know, you'll find me somewhere. You can find me on Facebook. And when I get a chance, if you can find a place to leave any reviews, or if you've ever worked with me, then you can leave a review or whatever. It's been really fun because I was a school teacher for 30 years and getting to be with kids again is really nice for me. So thank you for asking me.
Thank you. Lovely shot.
Thank you.
All right, we have so much time that we have to open it up to people that have already spoken.
I haven't.
Oh, all right, Megan.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Thank you. Okay. I am, well, right now, because of COVID, I can't work, but I was working at, well, at Carlsbad by the Sea, and my specialty is singing. I was a professional singer, and so I like to. I hold the well, I did hold the music group, but with everyone singing and pushing out their voice and their breath everywhere. So that is on hold, but that is what I really like to do. But my degree is in recreational therapy, which I really love due to my my personal history with brain injury, and how you can keep your movements going and keep your body in action, and to accommodate or to realize the 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 connection between your brain and your neurons, well, your brain through your arms or legs, and the that is and that would be why also with the brain injured and the elderly, a lot of the elderly don't the connection between their brain and their body isn't as strong, so they need to sorry. So that's what I like to do. Thanks.
Thank you, Megan. See, this is why I wanted to do this question, because I'd never heard you mention singing as a passion. So I love learning new things about all of you. All right, Pat, do you want to share?
Yeah, I'd love to. Thanks for the question. Yeah, I'm learning so much about everyone. I never knew that, Megan. You're a singer. That's awesome. I think that's yeah, because music is such a good like healing uh, thing for people. I think it brings people together. So for me, my career has changed over the decades, but I used to be a mechanic, and then I became I got laid off, and I started doing some. I wanted to get into film or theater, and ended up taking some classes in broadcasting. And I realized that I love journalism, so I worked at a TV station for a few years. Then I got laid off there, and so I've been doing kind of freelance video editing at home and some videography jobs on the side, and that's slowed down significantly this year. So I've had to find other gigs, and I've always done kind of little gigs on the side, either working on cars, or I had a friend who does a moving business, so that was you know fairly busy for a while, but it's also kind of hard on my back, so I'm trying to keep that you know at a minimum. But so yeah, I do a lot of odd jobs and moving, and it's funny that moving. I started doing these jobs for some estates that are, they're they're they had an estate sale, but everything's kind of been sold, but there's still a lot of stuff. So I buy a lot of stuff from them and sell it on eBay, and that's been cool. Like I don't know, I got so much stuff right here. This is like a Waterford lamp that I got. This thing's worth like a couple $100. I got it for cheap, and then but yeah, it kind of gets a little out of hand with all the clutter. But I also do. I just was doing a little Lyft for a while last year, and then I just started DoorDash like last week. I did it for one day. So yeah, it's a lot of just seems like a lot of people just have a lot of gigs to pivot with the pandemic. So that's, but I love journalism. Hopefully I can get into that. Work for National Geographic.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, no, that's wonderful. And I think that's really great that you can do that. I think it has been a challenging year, but that just proves there is work out there if you're creative and you're willing to just try a bunch of different things and find a niche.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think our very last person is Stacy. Stacy, will you tell us what you do?
I certainly will. I've been a Jackie of all trades for many years and have evolved also. And I got into a field that I really hadn't even thought about ahead of time, but it was because as a result of being ripped off by a company that wasn't out for my best interests. So my specialty now is educating young people or even older, middle-aged, about financial literacy and learning how to pay down debt, how to save up for retirement, how to be properly protected with life insurance, because we all, 100% of us are all going to go someday, and we don't know when. And I love the question that we ask a young person when they say, oh, I don't need life insurance. Because what we ask them is we say, do you know the day you're going to die? Because if you do, you can come and get insurance the day before. So it's just, it feels good to be able to help people. And it feels good to be with a company that does the right thing 100% of the time. And we educate people so they know what they're buying. So they're not just signing something that they don't know what it is, which is what happened to me. I signed something that I didn't know what it was. So I work with a really reputable company. It's Primerica. And there's a book written about them that is called Coach. And if you ever want to read a rather riveting story, I guess, is how he started as a football coach and he got ripped off by an insurance company. So he decided to start his own company and it took off and it took off and it just got huge. And he had no idea it was going to get that big. And so it's a really riveting story. It's Art Williams and the book is Coach. So if you like books and you like to read, this is a really good book to read. Thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful to hear because I hear a lot of those negative stories in that space. So it's nice to know there's honest people that are really trying to help others because it's such an important part of life, getting your finances right. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. I think we did get through the whole group. And with that, we will turn it back over to Pat.
All right. Thanks, Devin. That was very interesting topic. Thanks for coming up with that. All right. Can I get a timers report for the table topics?
All right. Devin had 1:06. Deanna was in with 1:09. Jesse, 1:35. I should have said this before. I went to 10 seconds after the 1:30 mark. So there was a grace period of 10 seconds. Myra came in at 66 seconds. Paul at 59 seconds. Lucille, 1:32. I guesstimated about 60 seconds, so you can throw me out if you want. Angel was 1:58. Megan was 2:02. Pat 2:37, and Stacy 1:39.
All right. So did so it
the
sounds like I didn't qualify. Did anyone else not qualify?
So the only people who did not qualify were Angel, Megan, yourself, and those. Yeah, everyone else qualified.
Angel.
Angel, sorry.
Think of Christmas.
So we can determine who you want to your vote for the ballots and send that to.
Who said the word of the day?
Oh, Oh, okay. The grammarian report. Could I get if and everyone said the word of the day? That would be Myra.
Yes, everyone said the word of the day, except for Pat. I'm not sure if you said it. Probably not. So everyone said it except for you.
Okay.
And remember, ballots will be counted by next Wednesday.
Can you send me your vote privately? Thank you.
All right. Thanks. You can send your votes to Lucille. Can I get a counter report from Paul, please?
You betcha. Pat, 2 ahs, 3 ums, 1 so, 1 you know, and 3 tisks. Angelus, you had 1 and 1 you know. Megan, 3 ums, 1 Xerox, and 1 and. Stacy, 3 ums, 1 so. Devin, 1 so. Deanna, bupkis, nothing. Jesse, 1 and. Myra, you had 3 ahs and 5 ums. I had 1 and. Lucille, 1 Charles, 1 so. Angel, you get the bupkis award again for 0. And that's what I counted.
Thank you for the butt kissing.
The bupkis.
Whatever that is.
That's amazing. You can edit yourself. You can evaluate yourself on the ahs.
I heard it right when I said it. I was like, doggone it.
That's good awareness. All right. Now it's time for our general evaluator, the wonderful Megan, coming up. You can unmute yourself, please, Megan. You can see your report.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Again, I'm sorry about the muting. I thought that everyone, as Pat said, it was great that all of the roles, the people showed up and that had roles. That was very good. I think that it was great, Charles, with all of the timing that you did, and you stayed on it, and you gave everyone their time on their table topics. That was wonderful. And everyone just filled in all their roles great, except, I'm sorry, Jesse, the joke master. But that was wonderful, Pat, that you filled in and did the joke or did a joke later. That was great. And Jesse, I want to give you, even though you didn't say the joke at the beginning, you said the joke for me last week. So that takes the place of it for this week. Okay. Otherwise, it was great. Thanks.
Woohoo.
Thanks, Megan. Appreciate that report. Great observations. All right, so I think we're ready for the drum roll for the best table topic. Or are we ready, Lucille?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
And drum roll for best table topic, Jesse.
Thank you.
Great job for Angelus for the speech and Stacy for the evaluator. And now I will return the meeting to our president, Deanna. We're a little early, but thanks for everyone for making it a cool meeting.
Pat says, Deanna, or you introduced the watcher?
The what?
Watcher.
The watcher. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, could we get a watcher's report? Sorry.
I didn't remember if it was Deanna or you. So I wanted just to go into, that was a great run meeting. And Pat, you did a fantastic job being Toastmaster. Thank you. And thank you for filling in as the joke master. That was very nimble of you. And Angelus, my goodness, what a great speech, especially, wow, second main speech. I wanted to make a special note about the beautiful sky that was, and the clouds that you had. It was so artistic. And your black hair silhouetted against the clouds. It was just great. And then the fact, I love what you said, obsessed with being happy. I know I'm getting a little bit into evaluation, but I love that, and the pursuit of happiness, and it was great. And then I'll say, as well as was repeated by Stacy, that as watcher, how we position ourselves on the camera is the first thing usually that somebody's going to comment on in a situation like this, and you want to bring the camera up just a little higher so that you're kind of eye level with it. But it was very artistic, and I did enjoy that part of it by seeing the outdoor clouds. And I love that you did it outdoors. We hardly ever do that. And Deanna, thank you for your flexibility and jumping in and correcting when it needs to be. You do that so beautifully and eloquently. And Devin, super table topics. Wow, everybody, and luckily we had a chance everybody talk and share about what they did. And Stacy, I love that you said, you know the day that you're going to die. I mean, even though you just said that real smoothly, it's something, especially in your business, that has to be said. And Lucille, great job as always. And great job overall.
All right, thanks. I think the meeting really came together good, because we're talking about, going through all these things, being determined, and Devin had the topic of, learning about everybody. So it really helps, like, be a community to get to know what we all do. So great job, everyone. And now I will send it over to Deanna.
Thanks, Pat. Awesome job. Great table topics too. Fantastic. And I wanted to let you guys know, Angela sent me an email yesterday saying that she actually double booked herself. And I commend her, because she knew that she couldn't be in an office setting and she had to be outside. And she still went ahead and persevered and followed through with her commitment. So I just totally commend you, Angelus, for doing that. Just making it work no matter what. What a great example. Okay, so let's just take a quick picture before I forget. Can we have somebody, Devin, would you mind doing a screenshot? Okay, so let's put on our happy TGIF Friday smile. Thank you. Good? Okay, all right. And let's see, I'm going to show my screen. And if we can all, actually, I'm going to show everything. Let's see if that works. Oh, you know what? Since I'm on this page, can you see the Pathways Progress? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So Angelus.
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. So Angelus, you did your second speech. I'm gonna put a check mark on there. Fantastic, great evaluation there. And then now, can you guys all see the schedule? Somebody say yes?
Yeah.
Or no? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes,
So
can you make
next-
it bigger for the old people eyes?
Let's see, sure. Let's see. Control.
Sorry, if anybody can see
Oh.
this. There you go, thank you.
Is that good? Okay, thanks for letting me know. I don't know what you guys see on your screen. So we need Toastmaster, table topics, speaker. Oh my goodness, it's pretty much everything.
Deanna?
Yes.
I could be a speaker.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Speaker, let's put Jesse.
That's the third.
Okay.
I'll do table topics if somebody else wants it. It's Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
I'll be
I can do icebreaker. I'm doing my second path.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Icebreaker for Lucille. Thank you. Megan, I heard your voice.
a watcher.
Watcher, yay. Thank you, Megan. And then Pat, I heard you say something.
Evaluator.
Yay, evaluator. Evaluator.
I can be
Angela's your evaluator, and then evaluator 2, I'll put Pat. And then, I'm sorry, Stacy?
I can be a counter or grammarian, whichever.
Let's put you under grammarian.
Okay.
Steve. Okay, Stacy. And who else? Toastmaster, counter, timer, general evaluator, joke master, ballot counter. Anybody?
Who's left?
Who's left? Toastmaster. That's a good good one. All right, who do we have? I'm gonna put you guys. Anybody? All right. So thanks. You know, I was putting together this schedule, and I noticed that we have a lot of holidays landing on Friday. And so you got Thanksgiving coming up, you got Christmas is on Friday, and New Year's is on Friday. So I was wondering if you guys wanted to meet for Thanksgiving weekend on Friday. I just would hate to, have so many Fridays miss. I'd miss you guys.
I'll meet Friday because you can't go home to see your parents. I mean, just see your family.
Yeah. Actually, Devin, can you do a quick poll? I don't know if you can, or do we want to just raise our hands, or?
That would probably be easier. I mean, traditionally, we have taken all those weeks off.
Yeah.
So.
But we'll be lonely.
So
Friday the 20, you're talking about the 27th of November, yes? Day after Thanksgiving.
The day after Thanksgiving, yeah. What date did I have on there for the 27th? Yeah, which would be 3 weekends from now. I mean, we can vote at the next meeting if you guys want to do that. Think about it then. Huh?
I think we should meet. That's fine. I mean, like Megan said, unless you guys are going away for your family, because you can still meet with your family.
You can?
Yeah.
You can still?
You could Zoom in from anywhere. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
there you go.
With your own family.
You can physically see your own family?
Yes, Megan, you can.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Okay,
well,
so let's do a quick vote.
But we still can't,
darlings.
We still can't see our
Bye,
mother-in-law.
Goodbye, sweethearts. Next week's on. So
Bye.
see you there.
Okay.
Bye.
So
Thank you
who
so
would
much.
who would like to meet? Raise your hand, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who does not want to meet? 1,
5, Devin.
2, 3. Okay, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. So I'm going to say no for now, and then we can vote again next week if we have more people. But for now, I don't think that's enough, because that's a lot of positions that we have to fill.
Yeah. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Right.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Deanna?
Yes.
So
Devin.
a reminder, next week is the week that I'm going to be out for work.
Oh, thank you. I got to get that taken care of. Thank you so much for reminding me on that. Okay. So how does that affect you guys? What that means is, since Devin's going to be gone next week, we are going to be using a different login. And I'm going to figure out what that login is, and I'm going to send it out to everybody. So that is going to be the only exception for now, just 1 week. all the other weeks is going to be the same Zoom connection, but just next week is going to be a different one. Sound good?
Great.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Appointments.